OMG, y'all. I got sleep in my eye, y'all. I'm sorry, but I got rewarded into the TikTok promoter program. But the kicker is that it's on my faceless page. So, uh, I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it. So I just have to choose. I was invited back in May. I hadn't been on. So maybe the universe is telling me, bitch, you need to just focus on hitting agenda. Okay? Yes, your digital products are wonderful resources for people to learn how to make passive income. Yes, they are real life changing products. However, you don't really have the following that much on that particular page that you're using. You got just under 400 followers. Even though they are growing, the momentum is rising, right? But I'm still having to work where I have a page. I got over 1,200 followers. I've been invited to the program. Let's just milk that. Let's focus on that. Not saying that, basically, switch what I've been doing, right? My faceless page has been on the back burner and I've been focusing on the face on page more so. Whereas now I'm about to flip that, right? The digital marketing page is going to be on the back burner. I'm going to still post, but it's going to pretty much be like, I don't know. I'm going to still post on that page. But my faceless T page, that's going to be the moneymaker. That's what, I mean, it's a no brainer. I already have the 1,200 followers. They're already offering me a lot of monetization opportunities. So, duh, right? So, yeah, that's really, really good news, y'all. I have been through hell and back. I'm gonna have to do one of those videos where they be like, "Du, du, 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 du," you know, the music in the background, and the script and the title pops up, and it says, like, during this day, I'm at the amusement park, and like, little does she know she's about to be, attacked or something, right? I need to do one of those videos, y'all, from when I was in Jamaica. Little did I freaking know when I came home, I was gonna have hell waiting for me. Not literally, not in the literal sense, not like that night or anything, or came home with the sleep. Everything was fine. But about 3 days later, about 3 days later, Mackenzie, why would you do that? And you know I'm on here. I just told you I turned the heat on. You're being rude and disrespectful. You need attention that bad? You need attention that bad? You said that already. You said that already. I told you already that I turned it on. Anyway, um, just let me regulate again. Let me. They say being a mom, your cortisol levels rise the highest. Like being a mom, your cortisol levels are raised so high on a constant basis. Isn't it? If you don't know what cortisol is, that's stress. That's high anxiety, right? Like, and I got cornrows in my hair, y'all. I forgot I even had this on the bottom of my head. I put my wig on yesterday. Forgot I had this on the back of it because I had ran out before I put my wig on. But anyway, so I got some cornrows in my hair, y'all. So literally just waking up, y'all see face face on Tito, baby. Yeah, yeah. She's still cute. She's still pretty. Waking up, okay. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share my good news, y'all. That was really good news in the midst of like I said, all hell breaking loose this week for me. Literally, y'all see, this is what happened to me this week. I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not gonna go into it right now. Maybe one day later. Right now, I'm just not going to because it's a lot going on surrounding it, and just I'm just not gonna speak on it. But I have been through hell this week, literally, in a way that I've never, like, literally this week, I experienced something that has probably, it's going to affect my life. Not saying it's going to necessarily change my life. Um, right now it has, but overall, like, it was a very life altering situation this week. at the hands of somebody that I'm not. Like I said, let's move on. So good news. I wanted to share my good news. Y'all, and this is my real hair, y'all. This ain't no added hair or nothing. I told y'all. I told y'all I got a little something. Just because I wear the wigs, baby. Don't let the wigs fool you, honey. Do not let the wigs fool you. Do not. Bam. No perm. Okay. Not fully blow dried. Yeah. Yeah. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. But good morning, y'all. Happy Sunday. And I'm excited. I'm going to meet a college friend today. We've been lifelong friends, and she's having a little something, little pool party today. So yeah, I'm gonna get cute today and go hang out for a little bit. Get out the house, which is something I rarely do. Rarely, y'all. I'm a homebody. All I do is work and come home and be stressed out by these kids, child. So that's about to change, y'all. I'm gonna be going out. I'm gonna be doing me. I'm not gonna be, kids can be very ungrateful. They take it. They take for granted your advice. They take for granted your wisdom. They take for granted, your time, the time, and your energy. And honestly, and I was scrolling on social media one day, and this guy, I think he was a professor, and he was saying that honestly, you really should not be being in a house like that. You should not be being in a house like that. He said our homes are for us to habitat, to live, you know, to nurture, meditate, clean ourselves, self care, right? Rest. That's what our homes are for. Cooking, eating, and stuff like that. But like chilling in the house all the time, he was saying, honestly, we need to be having a life outside of the house, exercising, right? Hobbies, right? Socialization, right? Spiritualization. If you're in church, you should be communicating with your fellow brothers and sisters. You should be volunteering, right? You should be giving your time. You should be doing things that's beneficial to society, not being a menace to society. Um, so yeah, that kind of like hit a little different for me when I heard him say that, and it's just kind of put things in a different perspective for me, honestly. So yeah, I'm about to be outside, even though the summertime is over with. My money didn't really allow me to do the things that all the things that I wanted to do over the summer, but I did do some things. Um, and I don't know, y'all, but I'm gonna get up and get ready. I'm excited about the affiliate program. I've heard really great things about it. I know that it's a great form of passive income, and y'all know that is my jam. Passive income, honey. Yeah, cause your girl ain't trying to be laboring for no daggone body. Yeah, timely enough. Yeah, happy Labor Day tomorrow and all that, but I'm not trying to be working the rest of my life. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I done been, I remember I will never forget. I was looking for a job. I was young. I was younger. Um, I was probably like early 20s, maybe very very late teens, like 19, early 20s, whatever. 18, maybe 19. And I remember, obviously, I didn't have a car. Cell phones weren't even out back then. So I lived in like PG County, DC area, and I was looking for a job, y'all. I had got invited to this interview, and it was far. If you're from the DMV, so like basically, I came from like DC all the way out to like way out Montgomery County somewhere. Okay, way out Montgomery County somewhere, which is like the suburbs versus the city, and it's a long way. No car, no cell phone back then, right? Cell phone is irrelevant because I didn't know what I was missing. We ain't know nothing about no cell phones and or like that. It wasn't prominent. It was very few and far between, and I think it was probably more so pagers maybe back then or car phones, but cell phones was not a thing. So I was invited to this interview. Went all the way out there on bus, on foot, whatever. Took public transportation, train, bus, foot, all of the above. Okay, it was far. So got out there. I'm walking around in this like suburb, rural area. I couldn't find a building. I mean, I walked and walked and walked and walked and walked for blocks. That has pretty much been the energy of my career. I feel like it has been that kind of struggle. It's been always not really being able to find my footing in my career, right? It's like, obviously I take what I can get, I do what I gotta do, I do my best, but um more so this day and time, I turn down offers. I'm like, no, I'm worth more. I'm worth more. And I demand more. But yeah, like I just feel like I have been traveling, I've been in commute, I've been in this rat race my whole life to get what? This? No. No. This is not enough. I'm grateful. Lord knows I'm grateful. I know things could be worse. I get it. I get it. I'm a PK, so we grew up, feeding the homeless and, doing all those things and giving back to the community. So I've seen it. I know what life really could be like for me. I know it could be worse. So no, I'm grateful for what I have. I know that I'm blessed, but I know that there's more. I know that I want more. And I know that I'm better than what I have, and I know that I can have what I want. And I'm gonna get it. And I hope you do too. Love you. Bye.